Hey guys, what's going on? Lucky here. So, new project. Yeah, these are dime a dozen. So, real SS 71, big block. I assume it was a 396 and 71. I could be wrong. Chevelle. I'm a big fan of Chevelles, as you may know. That guy back there, Gas Rats Mark, he's a big fan of Chevelles.
I love Chevelles.
Drives a Ford, but we don't hold that against him.
Hey.
We don't discriminate against
I got a
Fomoco.
Chevy truck. Thank you.
Yeah, you need something to tow your Ford around, but it's cool, whatever. So here's the deal. Referred by a shop that I do a lot of work with. That is Wagner's Dyno Service in beautiful Lawndale, California. So yeah, here's the deal. I go right from the, I'm just gonna do a little CSI right now, okay? Broken fan shroud generally means broken motor mount. Motor lifts when you roll onto the gas and it sticks the fan through the shroud. He took it to a body shop, gave him a deposit, was gonna get it sanded down and painted. It's actually pretty clean. I won't say original paint, it's a repaint, but I'm pretty sure it's original color. And the thing is in really good shape, but he wanted it in better shape. So they were happy to take his money. And then they, I don't know, it's a factory AC car. I'm pointing out the evaporator hose right there, or the condenser hose. Yeah, the dryer's still in the front. Obviously it's factory AC because of the evaporator on the firewall. So anyway, he went back to check on the car and somebody had helped themselves to his entire dashboard, probably his seats, because I think these are replacement seats, door panels, basically stripped the car down on the inside. All the wires, the main dash harness, which includes the fuse box. In addition to that, they took out the engine harness and the lighting harness for the front. As I look in here, I don't actually see the lighting harness for the rear either. So, yeah. Actually, no, it might be under those original insulation pads down there. So the car has zero rust. It's a great car to work on. So he spent some time and accumulated a replacement center console. It's a factory center console bucket seat car. And a couple boxes of parts. These are the parts. This is a complete replacement dashboard, dashboard. I don't think there's another way to explain that. In addition to that, all new gauges. This is a complete kit that is manufactured by a couple different people to convert a Malibu into an SS or replace absolutely everything if you don't have a dash. That's kind of cool. I mean, back in the day, it was cobble together as many parts as you could. Don't forget to save every nut and bolt and screw on the car. Clean them, blast them, paint them before you put them back on. And then have to save all these little weird brackets and strikers for the glove box and e-brake release levers. And then the retainer that stops the glove box door from opening all the way and braking. And I mean, the weird 632 nuts and bolts to hold stuff on. You used to have to save all that or dig it all up or make it. Not anymore, my friend. Times have changed. You can get a complete kit with every single piece, every nut, every bolt, every screw, every ground wire, every everything, every little piece. It's all here. That's a little retainer that holds the speedo cable in. New indicator. The light diffuser for the lights. So it kind of lights up. Tack and clock. This is a new stamped cage right here. It's all here. Printed circuit.
That's crazy.
Yeah. When you get the dash, it has the reinforcement built in.
Let me flip this over.
Yeah, flip that over. Careful on that printed circuit. So they chrome the whole thing and then they mask it off and paint it. So think about it. They chrome this entire piece, plastic chroming, and then they mask it all off and paint it. And it's a nice job. It's a pretty nice job. I'm just going to say that. Yeah, they did a pretty good job. So, yeah. Looking good. So yeah, he was able to get everything. The glove box door is here. The ashtray unused obviously is here. The under dash, I call it the NARD diffuser for the air conditioning. The AC duct. He got a retro sound radio something or other. And yeah, it's all in there.
Hey, Lucky.
What's up?
What I'm thinking is.
Oh wait, I forgot the dash pad, and it's actually
dash pad.
it's actually a really nice dash pad. It's not it looks nice, but it doesn't fit. It actually fits pretty decent.
That's nice.
What were we saying?
I was just thinking, if it's all here, why don't you start putting it together?
Oh, because I'm walking around and talking. And then in addition to that,
Wait, what time is it?
we're coming up to speed. I actually got a set of lapel mics, microphones that clip onto my shirt. I have to talk like this when I put the mic on. I have a lapel mic on my lapel. Yeah, I don't talk like that. So we're waiting for those things to charge so that you can hear me mumble more clearly. Still going to mumble. It'll just be more clear. All right. Man, all inclusive. Oh, you know what? I was looking for something they didn't. Oh, they did. I was like, man, they sent all the light receivers, but they didn't send any bulbs. But then, yeah, no, they give me a whole bag of bulbs too. I got nothing negative to say about the 9-year-old that built this dash. I think he's really on top of his game. He's going to get a promotion. I'm sure he's going to get promoted. He is going to be the head of the entire labor people, kids that build these things. Great job. All right, be right back. Let me go get my lapel microphone. All right, let's get this party started, people. Where's Sticks McGann? Why is that guy always looking for just some place to lounge? Oh, there he is. So lazy. Heidi ho. All right, Sticks McGann. Stand right here. Pay attention. Flustered. This looks like it is 1/4 inch, which is normal. I'm still talking. You talking to me? Are you talking to me? You talking to me? So, even though it seems pretty straightforward to put this thing together, the one thing you need to be aware of is lint and the fact that you will hopefully never be in here again. So, don't get any lint inside here. Be careful. Don't even take the screen, the lens, which, hold on. New guy. The lens, when you take it out of the plastic, it's going to have static on it, static electricity. So it's going to want to suck every little hair and piece of lint up into it, and then that will be all underneath the lens. You can blow it all out with an air hose, but you know what? If you're careful, you don't have to. So now, I didn't take this apart. I probably have not worked on one of these since I had my 70 Chevelle convertible. So yeah, it's been a minute. Heidi ho. Looks like we have 2 different ones here, a clear one and a green one. You know what that was? I won't say anything. I'm going to go with the green one, I think it looks better. I like it. Bucky likes it. Okay, now this has already got some plastic over it. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Ba, 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 ba. Nice.
Semi-clean.
Clean is important. I wonder why there's a green one. Alrighty. Okay, forget about that. Kind of seeing how things go. Thank you, sir. Hey, will you give me one of those white boxes? Just one of those. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Did you know? I saw the hardware for a headlight switch. Oh, it might be in that box. Because there's a wiper switch. And there's a screw over there too that says headlight screw. It's the nut that goes underneath the headlight lever. Yeah.
When they clearly labeled
Collar.
headlight switch nut. These.
Alrighty then. 70, 71, 72 ground strap assembled. So this actually goes on there and goes to the headlight switch. correct, sir. Okay, let's have a gander. Make sure that everything floats nicely, nothing's bound up. Hold that thing. And let me see if I can do this without chucking stuff everywhere. Stand it up just a little. Right, oh, don't want that to fall out right there. Let her lay back down.
On the brake thing?
Yeah, fell in.
Clear stuff on it?
Oh yeah.
Pretty damn good.
Okay, tech tip. This is the correct way to do an instrument panel. You have to take the whole dashboard out, put it on a bench, and build the whole thing on the bench, including installing the wiring harness, which I'm going to do next. And then walk over to the car, which is all prepped and cleaned up. Remember, you're not going to be under the dash every day, so now's your opportunity to put Dynamat on the firewall up real high, look for any water leaks around the windshield, blow dirt out that you can never get to once the dash is installed, stuff like that. So yeah, if someone tries to swap out a wiring harness without pulling the dash, that is difficult to do. Okay, here's the part where you have to be kind of careful. This is the fuse box and dash harness. Fuse box obviously goes through the firewall. These plugs are the ones that go to the engine and lighting in the front of the car. So this is all going to be installed like that. You have two little push-through retainers right here that kind of tell you exactly how this thing gets routed. So ooh, question is, hey, can you Google? Does it go through the front or the back? I assume it goes through the front because the back would create a sharp edge cutting through the wire. So it's no way it goes through the back or the front. So it has to go this way.
What's that?
Nothing. This will only go in one way into the printed circuit. Make sure it goes in and clicks. So that's good. Couple of grounds. This looks like a wiper. Okay, like I said earlier, now is the opportunity to dig out all the rats' nests that rats have been living up under here, and blow dirt out of the blower housing. Take the diffusers off, that's these things, blow them out, maybe hit them with a little water, they're made of plastic. You get that funky smell out. Stuff like, I don't know where the water's coming from under my dash. Well, it's coming from that vacuum line right there. So now's the opportunity to glue that up and seal it. It's also easy to seal up the hole in the firewall where people have been running wires. That's the actual factory AC hole. If the vacuum lines aren't in good shape, it's a good time to check into those. Thanks, Mark, for taking all this stuff out.
You got it.
What a mess. So yeah, we'll blow this out real well, and then yeah, we don't even need that harness anymore. That was, somebody put this in so he could drive it with no dashboard. That's the rear. Yeah, somebody took this thing out and just pulled it and cut it.
Hack job.
Yeah, stole the wiring harness out of this car. So nice. All that stuff out of there is going to help the 60-foot time. All right, over here, there is a procedure for putting the center of the dashboard together. There is an AC diffuser here, AC vent, that goes here. And then underneath that is the AC controls. They get bolted right here. You have to do it in a very specific way. You have to do this first and then put that over it. It's kind of a pain, but this is the way it goes. Also too is, if you look at the front of this thing, it looks terrible. This whole dash looks great. Luckily, part of this kit is a new lens and indicator for factory air conditioning. So let's swap that out real quick and get that installed. Also, we'll give this controller a little overhaul with some lubricant and some white grease, and keep this party going. I've already blown it out thoroughly with an air hose. I see it's missing a couple of screws. Luckily, we have plenty. Okay, so I shut the camera off because, as they say, measure once, cuss twice, right? So, yeah, we didn't bother measuring the independent potentiometers for the aftermarket Bluetooth radio. That sounded cool, didn't it?
That sounded really good.
Yeah, anyway, so they're like knobs you can move around. What a pain. What a pain putting that together. Putting this radio in was more difficult than putting the whole dash together. A two-man operation. I'm bleeding in a couple of spots, and you guys now know some new German words, how to cuss. Das ist verknudelt. Any Deutsch people out there? Das ist verknudelt. Anyway, this is tack lead. It goes through a hole in the firewall. I've been looking at these plugs right here. Vacuum lines I know are over there, and then one of these other plugs is over there. Actually, two vacuum lines are still inside the car. And this is the factory one for non-AC, doesn't go to anything. In addition to that, I believe this is power for the AC, or for the blower motor. I'm sorry, heater control, but we don't have that. We have factory AC. He brought me a big box of torn up harnesses, and I was able to find a factory in that pile, able to find a factory AC harness. I'm going to clean this up a little bit, wrap it in some tape, plug it in every place it needs to be plugged in, and then put this puppy in. It's going in. It's going in. So here's the deal. These two go on the blower switch. I think. What could go wrong? I'm gonna go with here and here. And this goes on this side. So that is the one that turns the AC engage. It turns on the compressor. And I don't even think he has a compressor on this thing, right? It's a factory AC car that's missing all the AC stuff. But I don't want to be the guy that has to take this apart later. Because I didn't.
I'm trying to get all these shots and your Rolex is just getting in the way.
It's death. All right, so I believe this goes up here like this. This goes in here like this. Sorry if my Rolex is in the way. It's a work watch and I'm working. Now, remember that brown wire I said was the power for the factory heater? It actually plugs right in here and then runs all that. And then this does not get used. I would be putting a zip tie on that. This goes through the firewall about the same place this one does, right next to it. And then once all that's done, then we will start sorting out the mess that goes in the engine compartment. That is a fan high relay, blower output, fusible link is missing. Yeah, whatever. We can get it sorted out. This stuff, we can just tuck it up right here. We'll be able to access it. Man, steering column. We have some grounds here that actually go to the grounds on the car. I think this goes here. I wonder where this one goes. Ground to ground. Oh wait, as I look at it, I see that this probably goes here, and this most likely goes on the body of this thing. And this goes on the car, ground to the car, ground to the rack right here. All right. All right. These are, that is key buzzer, dome light.
How the heck do you know that?
Man, done my fair share of key buzz and dome lighting. This is gonna go. I think this is gonna work. Do. Are you watching me?
Very closely.
You talking to me? Tack. Fuse box, doors, chassis ground. Cover me. I'm going in. Yeah. I've been down this road a time or two. Will you throw this on the steering column? Yes. I think I was a lot smaller when I used to do this. Yeah. Yeah. Gotta balance balance the wires. We can set that, hang that up. Might sit right there. Should hang there.
It's hanging on that.
There we go. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like a glove.
Like a glove. Heidi ho, gotta get a couple bolts. Yeah. Yeah. Wow, is that a quarter 20? Because that I've not seen. One sec. Man, those are quarter 20s. All right.
What do you think so far?
Man, it sure was a lot easier when I was a lot younger. Okay. Considering I've not done this in many years, nothing's burning. It's a win.
So far, so good.
It's a win, man. It's a win. Okay guys, so that was a good, I want to say a day and a half project, start to finish. Almost completely done. I had to change a couple harnesses for the lighting and stuff. But other than that, this thing is a driver. Dash looks great in my opinion for a repop. Everything fits pretty well. Still missing some stuff. The upholstery for the A-pillars. Little fill panels that go on the A-pillars. Obviously there's no carpet in it. I did do this in their console. This is all repop stuff. It fits pretty nicely. Dash looks great. That's one of those retro sound stereos, fake stereo, but you don't got to cut the dash to install it. Factory AC controls. Other than that, all together, I think it's going to go to upholstery now, get the seats redone, get some carpet put in it, some door panels front and rear, maybe replace the headliner. I see a little rip back there. Other than that, this thing is a driver. Thanks a lot for watching, you guys. I appreciate it. Appreciate you subscribing and commenting, and don't forget to share. Stay safe. See you guys.